Well, oh, recording? Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Welcome back.
Tell them about the liver before we get.
So, those who follow us on Instagram, Facebook, we have Liver in the building. We've been watching. We watched Liver King for a while. He's been on a lot of podcasts now.
Tell them about Liver King though. Like
Liver
a lot
King-
of people like in the workout realm, they
Yeah,
do follow him.
Okay, so a lot of people know who Liver King is, but for those who don't, he is an individual that started living his life like our ancestors.
Ancestral tendencies.
Yeah, so he sleeps on a wooden bed. He rarely has his phone. He doesn't surf the web. He wakes up, goes outside, bare feet, bare chested.
Feet planted to the earth, get the
yes.
sun on you, and I guess he was talking about. He's on one of the podcasts we listened to, The Fire and the Kid, and he explains it more. I mean, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it,
but he breaks it down and tells you why he does what he does. Like
the benefits from it, from eating raw liver, bone marrow,
testicles,
testicles. Yeah,
but
yeah.
But I think too. So we started following him, but I think what popped this whole thing off was we listened to The Fighter and the Kid, and then obviously the episode when we did the Thick Mudder in Lake Isilnor. We got to meet them.
I had my arm around Brendan Schwab,
and yeah, shook his hand, talked with them, and then Mark Harley too.
Yeah, and Mark Harley's back felt like a brick wall.
The buffest guy on Instagram.
Yeah,
I was before. Hopefully he doesn't see this, so it's a spoiler alert. But when I see him, like I want to say, like
there's slim chances he might even
yeah,
this.
And even more so this. But I had like an idea, like if I was in my uniform.
Wait, who?
Mark Harley.
Okay.
Like if I was in my uniform and like I seen him.
So you're in your police uniform.
Yeah, for some reason, like we're in this.
We're doing a tough mudder. You're in full fatigue.
Yeah, for some reason I have my vest on.
Do you have your duty belt?
Everything but the duty belt.
Okay.
Just yeah.
So you look like to him you look like a security guard?
Yes.
Okay.
But I like the funny
You
thing.
look like the loss prevention guy at
I
know at Food for Less. He had a 24th Infantry Division hat on. He had
Fuck around and find out.
He had his loss prevention shirt. He had the gloves with the fingers missing. I was like, dude, it's Sunday morning.
He had his range gloves.
God,
it's a good day to die.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, like I thought, I know it probably won't happen. Maybe if he comes to Tulare or something. But
who?
Mark Harley.
Oh.
But I want to say like you're Mark Harley, and he's say yeah, and pull my cuffs out. Or I put your hands behind your back. I haven't worn for the buffest guy on Instagram. you know how he always says that. Like I want to say something like that, or like Schwab, like for the thickest guy on Instagram. Like always says.
Oh, I haven't heard him. He says that.
Yeah, but back when Mark Harley first came to the scene, he was always saying that, and then Schwab jumped in on it too.
Oh, okay.
But backtrack, Liver King came on the Fighter and Kid podcast, and then that's where we got the idea because.
But most people see him and they just see him, they think he's a meathead. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But after listening to him on the podcast, he's a really intelligent man.
He's intelligent in different areas. Like nutrition. What?
Yeah. He's well read.
He's working out, nutrition,
and philosophy.
It seems that way, but it's harder to tell how somebody is from an hour of an hour and a half of a podcast listening to. But
2 hours.
But he does seem like a smart
dude. An hour and a half.
He does seem like a cool dude. Like he knows what he's.
He has good energy. Like his energy, it bounces off. And
it resonates with people.
Yeah.
But well, I was gonna say one of the things that when they did on the podcast, Liver King with every meal he has
3 ounces of liver, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and
liver
dinner.
Is king.
He has liver, bone marrow. And he said, "Why have vegetables when you could have testicles?"
Mm-hmm.
So he has testicles. But we're gonna start slow.
We bought liver. Yeah, so we have liver. We're gonna try it out, raw liver. Yeah.
But like their shit's like it's legit. He lives in Texas. He has a ranch.
He has 500 acres in Texas. He has He has the egg department. He has his beef. He has everything. All what's it called? Just
He lives off the land, the animals, all there. He gets everything.
yeah, everything's fresh. He butchers his own stuff. He has everything right there on his property.
Well, where'd you get the liver at though?
Food for Less, Porterville, California. But it says it has a picture of a cow on there, and it says certified by food process handlers.
Fresh liver?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It doesn't look as red as Liver King's.
I think that's because it's more fresh.
Yeah, his might be fresher than ours. Well, it's probably straight out of the.
What you said you've seen other documentaries. We're going back and forth, but you seen other documentaries of with Dahmer.
Yeah.
Did it say anything?
So now we're on Dahmer.
Oh, we'll jump back and forth, but it just reminded me of it, like, because I was thinking fresh animal liver or bone marrow, whatever. Like this guy was eating freaking human.
Yeah.
Did it say like
I don't
how
know
he
if
was eating it?
his organ meat. Well, he said he cooked them. He cooked it like a steak.
Did it say what part, like the body?
I don't know what cut.
Well, did you ever get into The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
There was a season where they had like
the last. I don't know what happened to Rick when the helicopter took him.
They saved him or something. Yeah, yeah.
Don't they have a kid? Didn't they have a kid with Michonne or what's her name?
Michonne.
Yeah.
No, he had a daughter, but that was the same daughter. Or I don't know. I fell off after that. But I was gonna say when they went to this one group of them, they turned into cannibals.
Infected!
And they
was bitten! The guy that said he was bitten, they're eating were they eating his leg or something?
Yeah. And yeah, when they were all around the campfire
outside on the streets.
And but they were filleting them, dude, like animals and stuff, and they had them hanging and everything.
Well, in certain tribes, I don't know if it's
Machu Picchu,
present day, but possibly made present day, but they would eat people. Lewis and Clark, they started eating people.
What do you think it tastes like? You think it tastes like regular, like a beef steak?
I don't know. I don't have no reference point. Fucking human.
I know, obviously, but what do you think? Like,
I think just the fact that you would know it is, it'd freak you out. So we'll go back again. Go back and back. The few buddies of mine, they're all Vietnam vets. They said that when they were in Nam, they go on R&R, and they would go to the street markets and stuff, and they'd have 10 beers, 12 beers, and they'd be buzzed up, and they would buy the skewers off the street, and they never knew what it was. And he said, one of my buddies said one time that he bought one, and he was drunk, and he took a bite out of it, and he ate a piece, and right off the bat he knew, like, he's like,
something else.
Yeah, but a lot of people said it was either monkey or dog or whatever they could find, and just cook it up and sell it. That table got you?
Yeah.
That table.
So, speaking of that, so too, another story. I'm not gonna say his name, but we worked with him. You know who he is?
King?
No. We worked him at the casino. He was a Filipino.
The casino.
Yeah, and he said back when they were over there and they'd go on hikes, like they would go on day hikes, but what they would do...
Day hikes?
Day hike.
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain. But what they would do, they had a dog, and they would steam a bunch of the white rice, and what they would have they would put it in there, and they would feed it to the dog. So the dog would eat it. As they got to the very top, he'd digest it. And what they would do... he said that they couldn't, I forget, it's one or the other, you might know. They couldn't shoot it or they couldn't stab it. They had to kill it a certain way.
Cut the throat.
Was it that way?
Because I think if you shoot, like with the pigs, when they shoot them, they seize up.
Okay, so they had to cut the throat. But when they killed them, when they got to the very top, when they were done with the hike, when they were ready to eat, they'd kill them, and then they would skin them, do everything they did. But they would get that stomach lining, tie it up wherever because you could feel it, and they would tie it up, and then they would cook that, and then cook the meat, and then they would cut the stomach lining open.
Oh, like a blood sausage or something. How they do it?
Yeah, but it was the
sausage.
The rice. The rice was like perfect. He said, and it just
perfect.
Well,
fucking
to the
acid, stomach acid.
To their
do dogs have stomach acid?
Yeah, it's like a human to their liking, I guess.
Well, yeah, because those dogs, they don't eat dog food like westernized people like the dogs.
Yeah,
they just eat whatever scraps they could find. So I'm sure it has a different taste than probably American dogs.
It seems crazy, like weird, because obviously here you don't grow up eating shit like that. But I'd be down to at least down to try something once.
Dog?
Anything once.
Fuck that.
Like, cause what's the difference? Like, you have a dog, you have a horse that's a pet. You have people have a cow, pigs that are pets. Like the same thing. So like I don't know.
Maybe if we're in a apocalypto world where we have to
resort to that.
Yeah, but now we're food.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna go like get a dog and kill it, eat it, try it out. But I would say, like, if I'm into somewhere in an area where that's regular to them. That they have it going on.
You want to be Anthony Bourdain now?
Yeah,
or no? And Andrew Zimmerman, remember?
He was on Rachel Ray the other day. I watched it.
Andrew Zimmerman?
Yeah. When we didn't have cable, Rachel Ray used to come on at like 3:30, and I had a crush on her, so I always watch her cooking show. Yeah, every day.
I don't like how they start cooking, but then they like just leave it, and then they already have one made like in the oven, and they pull that one out.
But it's fresh, so they just made it. They did it.
Do they waste that food, or they keep eating it?
No, I want to believe that they keep cooking it, and then like everybody gets
throw it away.
No, everybody gets some. Like the camera guy that's holding the camera, he gets some. But we're going on a bunch of tangents. But I was gonna say,
liver is king.
Before that, I was gonna tell you about the training that I went to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
wait.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Because we're talking, but you bring up Dahmer, then you bring up Walking Dead. So the people they know the story about Dahmer. He tried to make zombies.
Make how?
You haven't seen it, or you haven't seen the documentary about Jeffrey?
I've seen some, but I've always I never straight looked the whole start to finish. Like I would see pieces of it.
So the 14-year-old boy, did you hear about that one?
Yeah.
So yeah, his MO, he'd go to the bars,
gay bars,
or bars. So he would do that. Then he'd pick up somebody that he thought was cute. So he would bring them back to his house. He'd drug them, and then he would do. So his justification.
Real quick, do you know what they were drugging him with? Because I seen that first episode. It was like some powder.
Yeah, I don't know the exact name, but he was in the military, and then he was a medic. So he knew all what medicine to use or the pills to use and crush them up.
Okay.
And his justification was he wouldn't kill them until they were passed out, so they wouldn't feel nothing. So he'd strangle them or whatever he was gonna do to them, and then unless they were escaping or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the 14-year-old, he had him, and then somehow he escaped naked.
The one that ended up diming him out?
No, he's 14 years old. He somehow escaped. And he went outside, and the neighbor seen him. He's a 14-year-old naked boy. He seen him, called the cops. Cops were there. Hey, what the hell's going on? Dahmer said that was his boyfriend. Said he was 19. And then the neighbor kept persisting that they
were in Milwaukee. Where were they at?
Fuck.
I just go ahead. I'm sorry. I seen it on there.
Is it Milwaukee?
I don't know. Can we Google that? Bring it up on the screen.
And so the cops show up, and Dahmer says, hey, that's my boyfriend. He's 19. He just had too much to drink. So they walk him back up to his room, and of course he has pictures with them, like they had the Polaroids.
Yeah.
And he's all right.
Because you take before and afters, huh?
Yeah, everything checks out. So then they left him, and so with that,
it probably didn't go into detail like what the boy said.
He was
to the cop.
Incoherent.
Yeah.
He was out of it.
Okay. So probably, I see not much.
And so with that particular victim,
and this was back when?
This was in the 80s. Okay.
between 80s, and then I believe it was like 91, 90.
So I guess you could say like that officer kind of did his due diligence.
Well, he didn't do any due diligence.
He got the guy. He
He didn't
probably
identify
he
him.
probably clearly knew he was on drugs. Dahmer found him, and then he's, oh, this is my boyfriend. He has nobody else to confirm
He's
it.
naked.
Okay,
He's naked in the streets.
but like on the first episode, I think he came out really clear. Like when the guy that actually got away and dimed him out. So he tells the cops openly, like, oh, that, that's my boyfriend, and then they were asking about the handcuffs and stuff. So, oh, it's he said something like,
in the 80s.
yeah,
So
he said something like, it's a gay game that we play.
Yeah.
And then remember how back then it was like more taboo than it was now. So it's like,
oh, the cop used the phrase he had to be deloused after, like cleanse, like he had to go back to the station, shower and stuff after dealing with them.
See, and that's probably like, not to talk bad about them or anything, like the homeless or gays, anything, nothing against any of them. Everyone's human beings, but I think it's kind of like
we're LGBTQ
like
plus friendly.
Yes, and to try to say like I'm just trying to do like a reference, like something like you see like a homeless guy,
Oh,
typically they smell, guy or girl they smell, so kind of you want to the interaction with them, whether it's a call for service or they're flagging you down, you want to talk with them, figure it out, and get out of there as soon as possible after you confirm everything.
Yeah.
So it could be the same thing, like, hey,
but they didn't do ID or nothing like that. They didn't confirm his age.
But I was saying like he's probably like how they think about that kind of,
like
okay, he knows boyfriend pictures, good to go.
And so back to the Walking Dead connection. He drilled a hole in that kid's head, and he poured some muriatic acid or some
sulfuric.
Sulfuric
was
acid?
It this? I don't know. Remember what was the one we had at the casino?
Muriatic acid.
Muriatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we did the lizard.
No.
You remember that? And he drilled a hole.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Eddie.
Eddie, go.
And, he drilled a hole in his head and he pulled the acid in there to create a zombie.
So he was the mayor.
No.
But vice versa. He was trying to bring the zombie back to human.
No, he was he didn't want to be abandoned. He wanted to possess them, so he didn't want them to leave ever.
Why didn't you get a boyfriend?
That's the thing. He had a boyfriend. Well, yeah, he was talking to him for a few weeks, but he was He wanted to.
He was too clingy.
He was over clingy. So the boyfriend was gonna leave. He's all, "I'll be back." He's like, "How do I know?"
He had that Ashley energy.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme?
No, he was deaf, so it was like hard to communicate.
You guys seen it?
And he's like, "How will I know you're gonna come back?" And he's like, "Trust me." Like, I don't know, I'm saying, but he said, "Trust me." And then he was like having a panic attack, anxiety already, and then he left, and then he forgot something, and then when he came back, he hit him with a hammer.
But he was pouring the acid to do what? He thought the acid was
to create a lifelike zombie with the Asian kid, the 14-year-old.
And he thought pouring the acid was gonna like turn him back to life or something.
I don't know what his theories behind it are, way I was gonna work out, but it didn't work out. He said.
Real quick on the acid stuff.
The lizard?
No, not the no. So we had this is the acid stuff, and you had to pour it in the urinals. And they said,
first, you're not supposed to pour in urinals.
Oh,
Gary, like,
well, we didn't find out. We didn't know yet.
Well, yeah, because the urinals will clog up because the all the salt and everything, the urine, everything would build up.
Plus everybody putting fucking
dip
gum and trash
and
get there.
So what Gary wanted us to do, he wanted us to measure it out and then pour like a tiny bit into it, and then mix and then run the water, and it would clear the pipe out. Working swing shift or graveyard, we'd have them by the gallon. So I don't know what, like, honestly, I don't know if it would eat the pipes away or what it would do, like, long term.
Yeah.
But is that where you're going at?
Yeah,
we just got him. It burned everything out, fucking cleaned it.
But it was like those vats of acid where it has like the the weird smoke coming up top, like after you pour it in.
That is good.
That's why I said it. I knew you were gonna remember.
Kiss the bat.
And we wore gloves, but like we didn't have no masks, like any PPE, like nothing, dude, really. But it unclogged them though pretty
Yeah,
good.
it whatever it was, it ate it. Yeah, and then one time it spilled on it was a lizard and it spilled on it and he was
Bye-bye.
he was fucked up. His eyes and everything started turning white.
He was like that guy on RoboCop when he crashed into that vat.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah,
He was fucked up.
have you watched that RoboCop lately? I watched it like a few months ago.
You were under arrest.
He got shot like fucking 100 times.
50 Cent.
Yeah. They kept unloading.
Have you seen the meme? The meme where it has a RoboCop and he's like in 10 different pieces and it's like VA. It's like you get 10%.
Yeah, I seen that one. What were we talking about? Dahmer stuff. I was gonna tell you something, but I forgot now. Before we got off that topic.
The zombie. Oh, the boy. Why didn't you get a boyfriend?
No.
And then.
Oh yeah, but the first episode, I was laughing because
when he's dancing.
No, the guy, the cops. So the cops find the guy running. They to go back to and anybody that's like a cop or even in the military, like you watch movies and you kind of critique all the things they do. But the
Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah,
is there another phrase? I feel like there's another phrase for that, like for every profession.
Like Monday morning quarterback?
Something like Monday morning something.
Cop?
I heard it like in passing or like on a TV and then I forgot it.
But yeah, so they get back there to his whole. Golly, you can't block, man.
Commanders.
And then after he just said, "I'm not playing how I should be. I need to pick it up and this and that." And went anyways. But the cops come in and they did good though. He was gonna go in to show him the key. They're all, no, stay out here. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you don't want to let him go in his room where you don't know what's in there. But the cop goes in there and he's holding his gun. He looks around. He's looking, and then he sees the big old
the bat.
No, the
drum.
The drum for that. And he looks at it. He goes. And he keeps looking around like.
But you gotta remember too. Like you could walk into people's place and every walk of life they rituals or their beliefs. Like they have crazy shit.
Okay, but I'm saying, hey, Joe, ask him what that fucking 50-gallon or drums in here.
He's at Costco.
Smells like ass.
He went to Costco. He's making kimchi.
Okay, ask him. See what it is. Because that kimchi went bad.
It's fermented cabbage.
Yeah, don't smell like rotted pork like he was saying.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I just thought that was funny. Like he looked, but the mattress has the big
fucking rail.
It has the big pool of blood like on the mattress, and he's like, okay.
And then law enforcement call that a clue.
Yeah, it was like pompa. Remember? Oh shit.
Yeah.
We tell him about the scenario just real quick about that.
Okay, so in the academy, you do real life scenarios. So you stand outside, and then the instructor tells you, okay, you've been dispatched to murder.
No. Dead body found by the mailman.
Dead body found by the mailman. You're on scene. Go. So the instructor poses as the mailman. So he Pompa's like, what's going on? Like he's like, there's a dead body. It's inside, and then
he's like, come on, I'll show you.
Yeah. So he's walking behind him, and he's like, see, there's a bloody glove or whatever. He's like, oh. Okay. Yeah. He's like, and then over here, so he has the mailman walking all over the crime scene.
Walking around him, like pointing at it and stuff.
Oh man, those scenarios though, man.
Yeah.
The one I failed. That was the only thing I failed, but I passed it on the second go.
5150?
No, it was I didn't know what to do. I was like fucked up, dude.
It was like there was a shooting, and two girls like they went that way.
Wait, time out. What?
A vehicle went that way. They shot out the window. They shot out the window of the drive-by. They went this way. I was like, I talked to her like for a minute, and they go, "That's all you need." I was like, "Yeah."
Meanwhile, they're fucking gunning to Mexico.
I was like,
nobody knows. No other officers know a shooting happened.
I didn't know. I fragged out. Yeah. And then the second time it was like a stabbing though.
So what did he tell you? Like you needed to get all the the description and give it out to the radio dispatch or what?
They came in hot. The witnesses.
Yeah, so, how they always do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I just fragged out. I didn't know what to do.
No, but what the instructor told you? Yeah, obviously you didn't.
I don't remember what he said after that, but obviously I didn't pass that portion. Like you're a no-go.
And then you got it.
I didn't know what to do.
Kid, yeah. Who told? Did you ask me or did someone tell you or something?
You do it the same day.
Yeah, it's like right afterwards.
Yeah, the next time it was hey, I seen someone get stabbed. I was all, is this a knife? All right, let me have you step over here. Let me take pictures of this, description, vehicle. Like by that time in my head, I was like,
a lot too much
yeah,
information. Yeah,
fucking, you got to do all this shit. Do you want to get it? I was like, yeah.
That's real life though, dude. But not only
fragged out.
Yeah, not only like they're telling you all this information, but their fucking loved ones on the ground fucking bleeding out. What? It's crazy. Yeah, you got it.
You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
But how was that training? Did you want to talk about, or do you want?
No, real quick, because I wanted to ask you a couple questions too. But before we get into that,
10 times you said it real quick.
But yeah, real quick. That's the name of the episode. Real quick.
Shoot, I don't even know.
We did the.
We're at the flea market.
See, hold on, but now
we're at the flea market yesterday, and when the Jojo and Dylan's little cousin Colton, he wanted those glasses. He kept looking at him, and he's trying them on. And I was like, "You like this?" He's like, "I don't even know." And then he tried the other ones on, and he's like, "How much?" He's like, 15. He's like, "I don't even know." He said like 2 more times, and Jojo's like, I don't even know. It was funny.
I told Mikey about using his line. You remember Mikey's line? Whenever we asked him if he wanted to go. Hey, Mikey, are you gonna go with us? Probably, maybe.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it always meant no though.
Yeah.
Whenever he said probably, maybe, that meant no. But because you brought the scenarios up, the scenarios didn't say it was a 5150.
You were like this. You're like cocaine, not my fault, bitch. You felt it, not me.
Charlie. But see, now that there's a discrepancy with that, because the person was drunk in public, like he was laying there drunk, and he was just drunk, and so yeah, I guess so. It's like 50. I guess it's like the letter of the law, spirit of the law type thing, because. And people can't lie. Our officers, they've been to calls where it's a drunk guy and you see him maybe out of the view of the public, but he's drunk. He's not posing a threat to anybody. He could semi-care for himself. It's borderline 6 franc. And you just let him be. Everybody's done it before, I guarantee it. Or you should have took him, but you called the ambulance to take him to the hospital. But yeah, he was laying there, and then I got his information. And he was I've just been drinking. And he kept saying, I've been drinking. And then
good to go.
I didn't get it, dude. And yeah, so I should have. It was 5150. It was a scenario, so I was trying to think just one-dimensional, like suicidal, threat to himself or others.
No victim.
Kind of potentially there was like a danger to others if you walked down the roadway, got wiped out. But I was just thinking more mental health, not along those lines where you have to think the whole thing. But yeah, he brought me in. He's like, you probably should have arrested him, this and that. I was like, yeah. And then
you arrest him?
He told me I should have, but I didn't. But the other one, Commander Mora.
I remember the sheriff.
He had the
tattoos?
Tourette's thing.
Oh, Mora. Okay, yeah.
So yeah. It was a 5150.
Who was counting it?
I don't know, dude. That's fucked up.
It was freaking. I was front row, bitch. Like it's freaking me out.
You know what it was though. It was something going on.
What's
But
going on,
anyways,
Tony?
there was so the 5150, and he already said like something wanting to kill himself, and he was standing next to a chalkboard, and that was supposed to be the knife, the marker. So I said, I just said, put it down, come here. But I was being cool about
This
it.
was still the same scenario?
Yeah, this was my remediation.
Oh, okay.
And so then
they kind of make it a little easier. Not easier, but it's kind of the same situation. But
instead of trying to like make you think
everything, they paint a bigger picture for you the second time.
And it's more based on that.
Yeah.
On that like, for example, the 5150, they make it more, I'm going to kill myself. I want to hurt others. Like they see what you're going to do about it instead of trying to trick you of what the call's about.
Put it down or I'll put you down.
Yeah, Carol. But, dude, I remember
he was alive still?
Yeah, Kern County.
Okay.
He got sworn in not too long ago. Well, actually, like 4
years ago.
Yeah. Shortly after we graduated, like a couple years. But anyways, there's the 5150. I was going to take him. I called the ambulance. And so I grabbed him and I went to cuff him. And Mora, like, anybody who knows Commander Mora, he's old school and he's like straight to the point.
Wait, he's still active?
I think he's retired, but that's what his title was when he retired.
Commander?
Yeah. Commander Mora. And correct me if I'm wrong, I thought that's what it was.
I think he was like he was hostage negotiator.
Maybe.
I remember he said something like that.
Could be. But he goes, stop! And I was like, oh shit. And he's all, why are you cuffing him? And I was all,
I'm detaining him.
We're gonna put his on. And then, but he broke after that. He's all, and then I was already fragging out. Like, man, I was all, I failed. He's like, then he might have saw that look on my face, and he's like, I'm not gonna fail you. And I was like, okay.
All right, fucking. Let's go.
Yeah. So
there was a few cool people like that in there though, dude.
But he kind of knew I had the idea what I was doing. He just said, "Hey, sometimes in a situation like this, when it's like a 5150, and you're gonna cuff him, that you're gonna escalate the situation by cuffing him, touching him, putting him in that. It could escalate it to him trying to fight with you and all that." Yeah. So I got it, but yeah, that was the only one, dude. That one.
Hall was pretty cool too.
Brandon. Okay. Yeah, he was. I think he was the Dinuba or Delano PD. Yeah, one of those.
Because the guy kept asking me for a ride. Like the guy was asking me for a ride in the scenario, and I wasn't gonna give him a ride.
Yeah,
but he's like, "You're good." He's like, "You're gonna give him a ride."
See, and that's how some of the officers, they taught you like how you would probably really do it, but some of them, when you're in the academy, they want you like buy the book.
Yeah.
That's how and when you get on the street, it's like, okay, I'm not arresting every 6 franc subject. I'm not,
But he didn't have a cell phone or his car broke down. I was supposed to give him a ride?
When I was in Huron, they had this one guy, Carlos Hernandez. He was a town drunk, like just legit, dude. And 6 franc, I was going to arrest him and all that. And I remember they go, just take him to his house. I was like, huh?
A fucking taxi?
He's all, yeah, just drop him off at my supervisor's. I'll just drop him off at his house right there. I was like, okay. But then it backfired. It wasn't my fault because I was just following what my supervisor said, but it was a backfire because the sister didn't want him there either. So she's like, well, why aren't you taking him to jail if he's trying this and that? And I was like, you want to answer this? Or
was he with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the guy who told you to take him?
The FTO.
Was the FTO with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
what
did he say?
He was telling him that, it turned into, well, you're allowing him to stay here. This is what you should do. But he had really good verbal judo, so he de-escalated everything.
He stayed there?
Huh? He stayed there. We didn't take him. Yeah. But that turned into like a normal thing. I wasn't the only one, but other people were just dropping him off at his house.
The same guy?
Yeah. Because
well, maybe eventually if you take him to fucking, where do you take him, Fresno?
Yeah, the Fresno, if you can. But see, with us, what a lot of departments do is if it's a 6 franc guy, you just take him straight to county. In Huron, you would
Where's county? Oh, you mean here? Oh,
yeah, here, just take him to South County or the Bob Wiley. But over there, because we're so far from town and it wasn't that,
that severe of a crime, we would hold him. We had two cells, so we just leave him in there, and essentially
dry him out.
Yeah, essentially you're babysitting them for 6 to 12 hours. If they're there past the 8 or 6 or something, you had to get them the food. So then now you're doing other stuff that
I was thinking maybe if you had to take him to Fresno, maybe the third time he just like stays there, becomes.
Nah, dude, that's what I thought with some of the transients around there, but they always found a way, always found a way back, dude, always. And I remember the funny thing was, I remember one of my buddies, he's a sergeant in another city in Fresno County, and he hated the guy, rightfully so, because he was there longer than me. And it was always
he put up with this shit all the time.
He was, all the time, man. You can only put up with so much, but
babysitting grown ass people.
He was trying to exile them out of town, and he's all, you can't kick me out of town.
Yeah, my town.
Yeah, and he was like trying. I forgot what it was, but he was trying to get him out of the town, dude. Like get him out of there, because I was some type of.
Well, if you weren't the only one, and he was the only one taking it,
no, nobody
was, so that would just fucking eliminate all those calls for this fucking drunk if there's other shit going on.
Yeah, which
legit calls.
Yeah, and I mean, even though it wasn't like a high volume of call, but you always knew once you got him that something was popping off, and then so the way you could tell it got worse, he started wearing diapers, dude. But you got diapers. But the sad thing is, he's only like 50 years old, like 55, 50 years old, something like that. Get in there.
We're watching Commanders,
Redskins,
Dallas.
Yeah, get in there. Shit.
JR, our barber JR. What is it? JR's
barbershop.
Yeah. He's going to the game.
Oh, is he?
He's at the game.
It's in Texas.
Tejas.
Yeah. But
So he couldn't control his bowels.
No, but he wasn't that old, so it was just out of him being that drunk, like it's not being able to, not wanting to go to the bathroom, not going over there to do it. He just I remember a video had leaked out, or a picture leaked out. Remember those live videos like on the iPhones if you hold them?
World Star?
No, the live videos on iPhones. You don't know because you have a Biden Obama phone. What is it?
Your phone's dead.
But if you take a picture, it's a live video, and you hold on to the picture, like the screen, it will play like 2 seconds, 3 seconds of what happened before you push that button. Or after you press the button. No, you press the button and it records like a couple seconds. But I remember it was a picture of him from the back walking up. He didn't have any pants on. He had just shit just coming all down his ass. And I
shit down my leg. Piss and blood. Maybe he was doing a 100-miler. He was trying to qualify for Badwater.
And then
Her 100.
I asked the officer, I go, how did you clean him? He's all weird. He took him in the back and watched him with the water hose.
We get fire out here?
Oh my God, man.
And he just stood there while they hosed him off?
Yeah, what else was he going to do? But
hose me off?
Yeah. But it was that
would it be considered inhumane?
He was unable to stand. We didn't have any showers.
Fuck.
Wait.
You just took him to county and left him, and hey.
Nah, see, but then you're creating more of an issue for them. Like
they have other stuff to handle the situation, though.
Yeah, but I mean, then there's ways around it. Like we're trying to get around that. The way the jails could get around that. Well, hey, go get me a med clear. I want him medically cleared from the hospital. So now we push it from the jail. Now the jail's pushing it from them to the hospital.
So now, even better than hospital.
Yeah, now they have to clean him up,
and give him a gown and everything. He's good to go.
See, but I'm saying the decision the officer made just to fucking hose him off and clean him up in the 5-10 minutes. You saved everybody a bunch of time.
But now he's wet, cold. He needs clothes.
Well, he's sober up. He's 4 blocks from the PD, so he's good.
They released him after he hosed them off?
Oh, after they held him, I'm sure. Maybe for like.
What did he wear?
So some of the officers we had old uniforms there. Some of the officers would give them the uniforms to wear.
Stolen valor.
This one guy.
That's stolen valor.
Excuse me. This one guy Pedro Arriaga.
Okay.
No, he had some mental health issues, but I remember he had a long sleeve for a long time because one of the officers gave him one, and it was just the Huron one.
Fuck
But
yeah.
it was cool.
I get like if I was like that, I get a duty belt just like to throw people off, make them look a couple times like, yeah, cop or what?
So I'll get into the training part, but so I was at the Camp San Luis Obispo for it was the officer safety and field tactics training. Is fucking legit, dude. But it was a week-long course.
You're on post?
Where
were you?
So see, they called it camp. Is it like because I was like Fort Knox or Fort
Marine? You're in the Marine base then.
Yeah, really though.
Yeah, like Camp Pendleton. Camp
Okay.
Lejeune.
Okay. Because like all the ones
Marines.
you've heard of or that I've heard you talk about
That's
was
Army.
like Fort.
That's Army.
Okay. So
Fort Bragg.
So
Always will be.
I was at the Camp San Luis Obispo. I got there Sunday
I thought
after.
you said like Camp Carlson or what did you say it was?
No. It's Fort. There's another one. It's Fort Roberts. That's where.
Fort Roberts.
Sanchez. He's a nasty girl. He said they do their 2-week training there.
Oh, it's drill. There's drill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit, that's fuck, dude. 2 weeks at the beach. I'll do that. Fuck.
Sunday was I just kicked back, dude. It was I got everything situated. So when you go somewhere or you go on vacation anywhere, are you the kind that unpacks or do you not unpack?
Once I get there, if they have the drawers, underwear, tank tops, whatever shorts folded, I can put them in the drawers. Anything that needs to get hung up, then put my suitcase away, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, so same thing, dude. Like everything has to be organized, like all put away, so just like when you're at home. But I got all that stuff ready, but then I was laughing because or like how you were saying, Bali, I was telling Kay, I was like that meme of the Pablo Escobar, the Narcos, where he's like just standing around, and he's looking out everywhere, and I was just like throughout the hotel room, I was just like they had a chair, I was sitting on the chair watching TV, then they had a balcony, so I sat outside and I was just like, enjoying. It was cool, but it's just being away from everybody, like you know what I mean, like
it's weird, like
you're so used to being with your family and stuff, and then now you're just like 3 hours away, just there.
Yeah.
So
it was 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, during traffic and shit, it was 3 hours. But day one was cool. We just did like a lot of orientation stuff, and so the first day too was what we got into it helped us with the second day, but it was a building clearing, and
cool.
In the academy we kind of just did like basic
Pistols
stuff.
Pistols or rifles?
Your preference, but we had we just had our duty belts, so we had our handguns and
your actual handgun.
Yeah, just unloaded.
Because you did range within the week.
Yeah. So we took everything with us.
Okay.
We took like 1,000 rounds of handgun, fucking everything. And then I looked fucking stupid, dude, because so they said I thought day one like real casual everything. So I had like my jeans on. With my Chucks, and then I had like a shirt with my green flannel.
What shirt? Oh,
just like a shirt, just and the green flannel. But we're clearing. They told us to put like on whatever you're gonna wear, like for clearance.
Sigis?
Yeah, but I put on my boots, my work boot, like Under Armour boots. So like I had like those the paisanos you see sometimes. I have like the boots and have these fucking skinny jeans on. Yeah. It's fun. It looked funny, dude. Yeah, basically, and But it was cool though, the clearing, because we're doing a 2-man, 3-man, and like I said, they show you basic shit in the academy and all that, but like actually, just like when we went golfing, like the one little thing Phil, the one little thing he told you to do, like turn it this way, hit it that way, like the one little thing.
What's an example?
Yeah.
What's an example?
Okay, so like, so if we're going. And so I was a 3-man, so we had we're 3.
Are you guys nut to butt?
No, see, it was different. It was different. So they had the 2 guys were like that, but then the 2 guys were nut to butt. The second guy was kind of off-centered, so it was almost like a straight line, but the hallway was this way, so it was a little iffy. But I was the 3rd guy, and the 3rd guy
he has the rear.
One guy,
the last guy.
Yeah, so I got the rear and the side. So it was just kind of weird that I was just standing this way. They were going straight, but I was standing this way going, but where I was fucking up. So
obviously I got this, and we have one guy over here, so I kept like just turning this way, like turning this way, and he's like,
You're looking that way, but those guys are already covering that way.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's just like, dude, trust in your guys that they're covering what they're supposed to be covering.
Yeah.
So it's just little things like that that's gonna save your life. But what else? Just like movements. How so? So you have the three guys. They're gonna go in. The two guys go in and clear, and you're holding. So you push forward, you hold long, but as you're holding long and they're clearing the building, where I was backpedal to the door frame. So you're in the door frame right there where they're clearing the room.
Oh, okay.
So it's like placement, little things
Yeah.
like that, dude. That's like changes it, makes it more everything more smoother. But the next day, so we did all that at the end of day one, but the day two, and one of my buddies, he did the train.
Compa?
No, different guy. He's from Simi. He's pretty cool, dude. He's a cool dude. Simi Valley.
Oh.
He used to be a cop over there, but he's with us now. But so you have this thing. It looks like a fanny pack, and the front piece of the fanny pack, it's like black, like a metal device,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could either put on your stomach or you put on your back. And I just put on my stomach. And
Ammo pouch?
no, it just looks like those heart monitor type things.
Oh,
Looks like
okay,
that.
okay.
And it has like numbers and shit on it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. And then they had a vest that you put on. So the vest has all these little red dots on the front. Then it has on the back, and then the back by the between your shoulders, it has another the black piece like that. And then you have a blue vest, like a Walmart vest you put on. It says police. So they give you that. You put that on, and then they give you it looks like a Glock 22, the full size. Kind of looks like that. And they give you a mag, and the mag has a CO2 cartridge in it.
Oh, shit.
So then you put it in, you pull it, you shoot down once, and it makes like the CO2, like the pistols. It makes that noise. And so if someone points at you and shoots it,
your vest will go off?
Your vest will go off, but that piece that's on your back or your stomach shocks you. So it's like a really good, like if you have to put it tight, and it shocks you pretty good. And then we had rifles too. They were pretty cool. Same thing with the CO2 and all that. And so they have all these different scenarios that you're doing. One of them, so it was like pulling over. It was like a felony stop. Well, you're pulling the car over, then he takes off on you. So now you're doing a felony stop.
Perpetrators? Like, who's playing them?
So it's other.
You guys have Op 4?
Huh?
You have Op 4?
We have other instructors, or the like instructors.
Op
kid?
4.
What's that?
Like people that
you could say it like 500 more times. I still wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Like people that are just designated to be the
Oh, is that Army lingo?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
To be the be the suspects.
Okay. No. Yeah. So
or is you rotating?
No, it was the instructors. Like, so the instructors would do it, or the like instructors' kids. But it was cool, dude. Like so the traffic was pretty cool. Like, cause you could just talk to people. But it was, what I liked was you seen how other people worked. And like same thing when you're on FTO, like if you do a full FTO, you have different FTOs. So you're with one guy, say, okay, I like how he does this, so I'm going to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Next guy, I like this, but I don't like that, so I'm not going to use it. So then now you have all these bags of tricks that you could use. And to go back, or let me finish that part and then go back. But
so backwards to it.
Yeah, but anyways, so the next one was it's funny too, and it was my fuck up, but it goes to show like a little thing like that, like little mistakes, because it was the tunnel vision. It was fake, but I got tunnel vision. So one of them,
fake tunnel vision.
It's fake, but I got tunnel vision.
It's a simulation.
Still. Yeah,
it's not fake. You're doing something. You're still doing it.
Well, it's fake.
You're still going through the motions.
It's not real. Yeah. Anyways, so we go in. It's a burglary alarm. Doors open. It's pitch black. It's an apartment complex. So we come in.
We have a Vic.
If the homeowner doesn't know anybody's in there.
I want to say Vic.
Yeah. So we go in there. We're clearing. 3 of us. I'm a 3 spot again. So I'm taking side. I'm looking at the sides, looking at the back, looking at the sides, looking at the back, and then we're going. And then I hear, "Put your hands up." So then obviously, what are you gonna do if you say, "Here, put your hands up"? Like, no, you're an officer.
Put your hands up.
You look over what's going on. So then
you flash somebody.
She comes out and she has like a gun. She's like that, but she has the gun in her hand. oh,
Pop, pop, pop.
and then like she went to two, I was like, bah, 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 and I shot.
Ah!
And then so
The suspect?
yeah, I hit her like,
Suspect down.
but like then the other officers hit her too. We all hit her.
Oh,
Like,
bet, yeah.
And
Double tap.
but then I was like, Larry, blah blah, shots fired, suspect down. Then I hear tap and rack, and I said, start me EMS, tap and rack, and I was like, it's fucking the one. Yeah. So officer down. One of the guys, the role players. So what the scenario was?
You guys are role playing?
He was gonna come. Because the door was open. It's an apartment complex. He was gonna come.
You didn't
in.
clear the building.
Yeah, no, we did, but he came in after he seen us go in. After we did all that, he came in to see what's going on. So the role player, he was having a malfunction with his firearm, so he was taking
a real malfunction, or he was
a real malfunction. Okay. So took it out. Tap it,
rack and roll.
Yeah, and then suicide. And then so I turned around, I was like, boom,
But you killed him?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
But
his weapon's not working to kill him.
Yeah, but the instructors also. What happened was, Cholo from here heard what was going on, came in and killed a couple cops. So yeah, it was a real life. I mean,
it happened in real life.
So
they seen cops going in, and he's like, "I'm gonna go follow them."
I'm sure there was a scenario like that, but the video they showed us afterwards was apartment complex. It was in Chicago, I believe. Big apartment complex. You ever seen The Wire?
Mm-mm.
No. Well, anyways, okay. So there's a bunch of apartments.
Blue Bloods?
Nah.
Oh.
And so it was a traffic stop. They leg bailed. 2 officers chasing. First officer's giving instructions, blah blah. This is where we're going, eastbound, westbound, whatever. Running. Another guy, something Duff. He was there at the bus stop. So he had all the apartments. There's an apartment, like big 2-story, 3-story one. So he's watching. He's like, oh shit. So he gets up, and then they're running. So he started, paralleling. Like if they're going one way, you're not going to go right with them. You're going to go like next street over or somewhere over, and you're going to parallel with them.
Yeah.
So he parallels with them, and then first cop cleared the suspect. First cop clears as the second cop's coming. He comes out, pulls his gun. Fucking cop. Right when he did that, he was like, "Doc, dude, boom, 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 boom." Fuck. Blew him away, but the Duff got one shot, hit him in the leg, but he was like in shock, so he didn't feel it. Primary officer's like, what the fuck? So he runs back and he's start me EMS, shots fired, blah blah. And then the officer ends up like boom, passes out or
from getting shot in the leg.
Eventually, yeah, he was losing blood.
Oh,
so he eventually just collapses, and then but they got him out. He was all right. Oh. But that one was crazy. So there was that one, and I need some more fluids. I need some liver.
I thought you said in the real life one that they killed the cops.
There were some of them that happened, yeah.
Oh, they didn't show you it?
The other videos, yeah, but
does that scare you when you see it? That would piss me off.
It doesn't scare me, but it. I mean, I'm sure a little bit. No, it just. Yeah, it makes me it makes me mad, like just seeing like
the disregard for the fucking police officer. When they're
but like with people, it's just people in general, and too. I mean, yeah, there's people that hate cops, but it's just like people in general who, like, say you go to McDonald's or Taco Bell, you order something, they fucking forget your fries because they're, they forgot them, they made a mistake.
Because they're doing Snapchat or something,
or let's just say they're busy, they forget. But yeah, some guy, you motherfucker, like it's just like
a simple fucking mistake, and they
Yeah, and then to think how that minor that is, like, but then with with cops, like it's because with them they could either they're arresting you, taking away your freedom, or in situations where if it calls for it, taking your life, if that's the only option,
or tasing you.
Yeah, but
so I don't know if you noticed when we were at the bowling alley on Friday, the guy, when we were talking about the Tough Mudder, when we got shot with the, I don't know, the guy next to us was like side looking us. I looked like
Guy next to us. Which
we're talking Melissa and Shane, and then the guy over here, just some
the white guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
when we were talking, we were telling Shane how when we got stung, how like it sees my face up, and then you fell.
Yes.
He was looking at us like we were telling a story, like we got tased by the cops or something. I don't think because he was half listening.
Okay.
So when we said like, oh yeah, he got dropped, and then when it hit him, they dropped, and he was like, taser, what the fuck?
So he kind of looked at me sideways too when I was talking to Melissa, and I didn't really pay no mind to it.
You're
and
a criminal.
I figured they were drinking or something, and I just looked, and he went like he did the side look at me.
Maybe he's a cop,
huh? Or
maybe
that.
the cop.
But
probably wanted to tase you again.
Real quick before I forget, what was that? Yeah, but that was pretty much it. Like the simulation, it was fun, dude. Like, we're doing a bunch of different things, but it makes you really watch your toes. I mean, the shocking hurts, but obviously, if you get shot and fucking killed, that's gonna hurt a lot worse.
Yeah, that might sting.
Yeah, so, but it was really fun. That day was fun. But I forgot I was gonna say on Monday after the training.
Monday after the training, you went to Costco? We're having technical difficulties.
No, Monday after the training, I gotta go to my buddy. He lives.
He's very persistent.
He lives in.
They were good at it.
She knows. I gotta go to my buddy's. He's a sheriff in San Luis Obispo, and his wife works at the beach, and she's a sergeant. She's a sergeant over there.
Lifeguard?
No, she's a.
Huh? You said she works at the beach.
Or at Morro Bay. She's
lifeguard.
She's a sergeant over there. No, a police sergeant.
Oh, a police officer.
Yeah. So, anyways, they live right there in Morro Bay, like right there by the beach, dude. And it was cool. We got to kick back, barbecue and stuff, and dude, we were just like swapping stories and talking about like the.
This is the guy you worked with before?
Yeah, the one in Huron. And we were just like swapping stories.
Old war stories.
And then we got one of our other buddies on the phone. He's the one that's sergeant in Fresno County. And man, dude, like hearing everybody's stories and like, because everybody saw some shit, like not just like violent shit, none of that. Like, shit
off the wall stuff?
Like other officers done. And some of it, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done it, but it's like you heard about it after the fact or later, like years later about it, and it was some of them were funny, man, and others was like kind of fucked up.
What the fuck was he thinking?
Yeah, and dude, Huron, it was fun. It was just it was a different ecosystem over there, man. Like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, though, like even Huron compared to bigger cities, it's different town, but probably similar stories, all the same shit.
Yeah.
And
but it was a good time, man. I was over there. Yeah, like I said, I was there for like 3-4 hours.
Did you say they lived like a few blocks from the beach?
Yeah, man. It was nice, really nice. So every time I go, I think about wanting to go lateral over there and doing something over there. But
Pismo Police Department.
Yeah, or somewhere right there.
Pismo.
He was saying that with the sheriffs, dude. For the San Luis Obispo, that after I think it was after 9, he said that they go 2-man units till day shift.
Oh, 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. or 21. So 21 till 06 till the next shift comes on. They run 2-man.
So that's cool. So you always have a buddy with you.
Yeah. So then even
that probably makes time go by way faster.
Yeah, especially if you get a good partner, dude. So, but he was saying it's a good time over there, man. So it sounds fun. Sounds like something I was telling Kid, like maybe later on. It was just like we're just talking, like, but I said maybe later on
when you're like 60 and when you're like 60 and then you're caught, but you're those old cops that just yell at the people for everything.
No, I wouldn't be like, God damn it! Oh,
6'6".
No, but I was telling her like maybe when the girls graduate high school, because there's that gap. So once my middle one graduates, my younger one, she'll be going into high school. So if we did something around that time, it wouldn't be even a big deal. Like her going to a different high school.
When she graduates.
Huh?
After all of them graduate.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You'll be only, what, 40? Or no, not. Oh yeah, at my Ari.
She's 2, so in 16
How old will you
years,
be?
16.
You'll be 50.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, after she graduates from high school.
No, when she goes to be a freshman.
No.
Anyways, that was the
No.
plan. But the other thing was the simulation was cool. Then Wednesday we were at the range all day. That
Were
was
there people walking around in like army or marine uniforms?
army, yeah,
Like what? Like what? What is like regular army uniforms?
yeah, just like the what do you call them? The
OCPs?
yeah, but what do we call them? I told you.
Fatigues?
Yeah, they're just like full fatigues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before we go into that shit, I was gonna ask you, like, tell me
Shit.
uh about the dining facility when you're in
The
basic.
DFAC?
Yeah, tell.
So-
Hold on, tell. So
From
and then
start?
I will lead up to the.
Okay. Well, it's different in basic because so in basic you're in your bays, your barracks, or it's called a bay, and they call you like we're first platoon, like first platoon coming outside. So once they tell you that, it's an intercom,
Mhm.
and then you
First
run
platoon.
you run downstairs, you get information, get squared away, and then they march you to the DFAC, and then you're in front. It's crazy. Everything's crazy. So you're standing in front of the DFAC. There's 2 doors. There's
The dining
sometimes
facility?
there's either 1 door or 2 doors, and you have to do like chants. I can't. What was the chants like?
Monroe. Monroe.
So
Like a cadence almost.
yeah, like are you hungry? I can't remember. Are you hungry? Or some shit.
Who's hungry? We're hungry.
I forgot what it was exactly, but there was a front door and a back door, and you're all lined up, and then
At the front door.
yeah, by the front door, it's about 15 yards in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So so then after I forgot what the fuck it was, but and then if one door's open, they'll be all
Who's your buddies on here from the podcast?
Presentado.
Yeah, tell them to comment.
Bordeaux, he started following us on Insta, and
Tell him to do the. Tell him if he remembers.
he wasn't in my basic,
Oh.
but they probably the same basic training. Went to the same. We're both
Put in the
engineers.
comments what the chant was or the cadence.
Or I'll ask Presentado. He knows. He went to basic with me, and it's like then it'd be like they'd call you by sections and be like only 1 door, and then so that means you have to go and you run all the way over there, and then you're in only 1 door, and then when you get in there, you have the trays up here. You have to cover like your face, and you're walking sideways, like sidestepping,
Mm-hmm.
and then you do your about face, and then you go, and then you have your one. You can't put your tray down until you get to the in front of the food.
Mhm.
If you do, then you have to stand right there, and then you just sit there with your tray up until everyone eats, and you're last to eat. And then,
Did you do it?
I got I got once because I said yes, ma'am, instead of yes, drill sergeant. And then fuck, well, I can't remember what I had to say. Anyways, and then you once you get there, you get one scoop and go. So you have to fucking whatever it is, boom, boom, and then
Well, if you got more than one scoop.
then you pull you to the side, and then you have to like on Men of Honor when he's like, I stole the pot. Remember when they walk?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like 1 scoop and go, 1 scoop and go, and then the other one was bowl, bring a bowl to the food, and then so you have to before fucking it's like bowl, bring a bowl of food, bowl, they're screaming. I was like, oh man. So
Snowball.
yeah, but once you got
Snowball from Platoon.
yeah,
I know Full Metal Jacket. Sorry.
yeah, but once you got after a while, like so you get there and you get 1 scoop of it, like whatever it is, you can't choose what it is, you just get it, and then I remember the first day, some stupid idiot got fucking potato chips, and the fucking Josan Rodriguez, he fucking like, what the fuck? And he grabbed the chips and he crushed them and he fucking opened them and scattered them everywhere. I'm like, fuck! God damn, dude. So after that, I was like, and I was almost grabbing some.
You're all making don't get chips.
Yeah. And then once you get your food, you sit down. Once the first soldier goes into that the defac, you get 7 minutes, even from the last soldier getting in, and you have to eat
After you get your food, or once you walk into
once you walk in the threshold of that door. It's 7 minutes. So you're fucked if you're last. You have to eat fast. And there was one kid, he always would throw up because he couldn't eat that fast. And I think they had to make an exception because it was every day he was throwing up, eating, throwing up, eating, throwing up. He couldn't, and you're gonna fucking die if you can't fucking
eat. Keep your calories down.
Yeah. And then, and that's what then you eat. Then you have to leave. You run and you get in formation and you wait for the drill sergeants, everyone to come out. And but I was saying like once you get weeks in, so you have to get one scoop of the cereal. And it's cool though, because once some people start fucking up, all the drill sergeants fucking shark attack, get them. So I got my fucking bowl, fucking filled up with cereal and put it right there. Boom, 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 made it. And I would get the banana or the raisin bread. I'd grab one of those and the banana, and I just in the morning I'd stick those and just eat that. That was my go-to just to get the food in
and out.
Yeah.
So those are like the stories that he told me about the like eating there, and you had the option after on lunch every time to stay on at the camp and eat there at the dining facility. And so I never did, and then finally the last day I was, I'm gonna try it out, see how it is. Which here, I mean, food wasn't that great anyways, but he hyped me up because would you say that maybe they might be making it fresh because something?
Well, I didn't realize there was. You didn't. That was before you told me there was actually like military personnel stationed there. Like if they, I thought if they only had a certain amount of people to feed, then they'd be like, all right, well,
let's make it fresh.
Yeah, but if there's a lot of people in a large group of people they have to feed, they're just gonna throw it out there, whatever.
Yeah. So first off, I fucked up because I didn't know where I was going because it was a Thursday. It was like one of the last days I have lunch there. So I thought, I'm gonna just try it out. So I, try it once, and so I'm going, and then I see some older guy, full fatigues. He's walking with a purpose. He has a look on his face like, don't fucking talk to me. He was the only one in the area, so I said, fuck it.
He was probably more pissed off because, yeah, you could tell other military people shit, but like civilians, what's he gonna tell them? Like he can't pull rank on them or nothing.
Yeah. And I said,
and then they're cops.
I said, excuse me, sir. Do you know where the
was he an officer, or was
no? He had the chevron, and then underneath he had the horseshoe with a couple underneath there.
He had a rocker.
Yeah.
How many rockers?
There was 2 of them. It was like the 3 and then 2 underneath like that, whatever that is.
So there was
like
how many
a line
was
in the
underneath?
middle.
3?
Yeah.
3
on
rockers?
Top. No, 3 on top,
yeah.
2 on bottom.
2 on the bottom? Yeah. So he was a master sergeant?
He was a sir that day.
Yeah, so that's probably why he was fucking...
I mean, I know that, but by me looking at that, I can't... It took you a couple seconds to decipher, so that thing's like this fucking big, so I'm going to pull over.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, grab my phone.
Well, you could just say sergeant.
LT? Yeah, so I said...
Or no, if they're officers, you say sir, no matter what their rank
is.
I
said, excuse me, sir, you know where chow hall's at? Up here, that's where I'm going.
Well, you called him sir. You disrespected him already.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then that's why I called you. I was like, in my head, I was like, don't be fucking mad at me because you got to be here another 3 fucking years eating this bullshit.
Yeah.
But,
fuck, he was at the beach. What was he mad about? Who's that?
The neighbor.
Oh.
But anyways, so we get in there, and then all I have for, a point of reference of how the whole thing goes
smoked your ass.
Is this guy's stories about not getting in trouble, not doing this or that. So everyone's going in, and then as it's my turn to go in, that guy comes, and that's when he got a little closer. So that's when I saw the things on the ranks.
I thought you said he was a colonel.
I was fucking
you're
talking
BSing?
shit. Yeah, I was talking shit, and so that's when I was like, okay, I don't know what he is, but I knew like he's been here for a bit. So he's going in, and then he goes first, and then so I'm right behind him.
On a Sunday?
They got a contract with Amazon, so they deliver Amazon packages to other people, other stuff like that, other
That's
businesses. Cool. But yeah, so we got in there, and then he's standing there, and then he hands me a tray. So
he handed you one?
Yeah. So I had it, and then I'm getting my shit.
You gave him a fist bump?
Mm-mm.
You should have saluted him.
So when I have it, and what I saw the other officers, there was a salad bowl, but it wasn't where everything else was. It was behind, so they were turning around, grabbing it,
Uh-huh.
and then so as we're going up, he's in front of me, so he's looking around, and he goes, and he was looking for a bowl, and I go, bowls are right behind you,
How'd you
sir.
know he wanted a bowl?
Because we're in the salad. He was looking around. He was looking.
Oh, okay.
And I go, there's salad bowls right behind you, sir. And he goes,
Right there.
He looks. He goes, they always change this shit. So then he grabs
They've
it.
been there for fucking 20 years.
He grabs a plate, and he's the little plate and starts doing a salad. So then I'm next. And he didn't grab a bowl.
You grab a
He
bowl?
used the plate. So I was debating.
I would grab
You
a
know,
bowl.
like the Keenan and Peele, like where the sweat's coming down. I was like that, like looking back at the bowl, and I was like, should I grab it? I said, fuck.
He can't tell you anything.
But I don't know that. I just have the stories that you told me about, like how they can be.
Yeah.
I just like whatever. So I grabbed.
Yeah, he'll tell you. He'll give you a piece of his mind.
Yeah. So I didn't want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
And then to top it off, it was like the situation where you were timed because they told us on that last day, they go, because we're already running late because we were doing the tactical medical something. Tactical first aid.
You were controlling fast movers
Yes.
behind enemy lines?
Is there another kind? Oh. But anyways, we had a timed lunch, so 30 minutes only. So that's why everything. I was in a hurry too. And,
so you're in a hurry, so you decide to go to DFAC where everyone else is going.
No, it was cool, but you were like 5-10 minutes from town. A couple minutes from town. But anyways,
how far was your room from where you guys were trained? It was on post?
No. It was.
So you had to go off post to go to your room?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't have to get checked every time. We had a little thing on our car.
Training or
so
something?
yeah, we just go and
get out of here.
Go ahead, bro. And anyway, so we got up there. Everyone's waiting for their burger, and then like he was looking like because the area to wait's right here. He's right here, and then on the other side of those people waiting is the tri-tip, the chicken, and some other stuff. And he's like looking at him.
Seems like he was impatient that day.
Yeah, but
he was going through it.
It gets better.
Was it a Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, he's waiting for that Friday then, probably.
So then he said, I don't know what he said, but he goes around.
He grunted?
He said, like, it's, yeah, something like that. And so he goes around, and then, so I go around, and so I'm not waiting for a burger. We have less than 30 minutes now. And so he gets he goes, he's like, what can I get for you? And he's like, give me the tri-tip. Okay, he knows what he's talking about. So I grab the tri-tip, baked potato, sit down. Fucking no. He sits down. As we're going to sit down, I sit down. Here's a table where he was going to sit down, and the lady comes up looking for him. He's like, excuse me, there's some people who can't find their name. He goes, perfect. He puts his
can't find their name,
like something with their name, like they can't find
because they have to. Because the probably single soldiers they get to eat at the DFAC for free.
Okay, so that's probably what it was, and he said perfect. And then he goes over there. So then he's over there for like a few minutes, but. Fucking tri-tip was as tough as a fucking baseball mitt, dude. I'm all timed, and I was like Randy Santel trying to eat everything. And yeah, but it was
I told you not to go.
Oh, the DFAT?
DFAT, yeah.
Well, you got me hyped up saying it might be fresh, so then and then I heard something about a cheeseburger, and I was like, don't sound that bad.
What's going on up there? Yeah. Well, speaking of that, let's
get
eat.
what?
Let's eat.
Eat what?
Liver. We're getting the liver right now.
So what?
I don't even know. Well, growing up, when my mom would make Thanksgiving, she would always motherfucker bring out my truck. Mom would always do all the organs or whatever the extra stuff that came in the turkey. She'd always just throw it in the stuffing. So sometimes you get a surprise and you would take a bite of liver, and that was cooked. So this one's raw, so I don't know how it's gonna be. I'll take a picture. I'll post it. Don't drop my liver. Don't.
What are you doing?
What? That was it.
It's a little gamey.
I'll never do that again.
It's not bad.
Don't throw up. It's good.
I got like a tendon or something in there.
That's a piece of organ. There's no tendons in organs.
It was like chewy. Like what's that piece in there? Fuck. Excuse me. Yeah, it tasted funky.
Whole feast. I don't know how he fucking eats that. Yeah. He puts the maple syrup. Oh my
I'm
God.
full of beef organs. That tasted funky. It tasted just like gamey. Wasn't bad. All right. It kind of remember how it would. You know how it smelled when it.
Yeah, it tastes exactly the same how I tasted it in the turkey, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I got too much of it.
Too much liver?
Yeah, I had some for breakfast.
Beta! I'm drinking Liver King now. That just came out of nowhere.
Huh?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's it's an acquired taste. God damn.
That one tastes a little bit better. The other one's a little chewier.
That was crazy right now.
Yeah, I think I need to end it right there. I'm gonna watch
That's why I got 2 forks, but
All right. Well,
thanks for tuning in. That was our liver.
there's more, and then there's more to the training. We'll pick it up. We're gonna do every 2. Let's do every 2 weeks. Every Sunday.
We can do that.
Every Sunday morning, every other week. So we're gonna do that.
Oh my gosh.
Like and subscribe.
Liver King.
Liver King out.